Good afternoon, I'm Will Roberts and this is Covfeed. Coventry's Children's Boot Fund has relaunched after facing serious disruption in December when its shoe supplier closed its children's department, leaving families unable to use their vouchers. The historic charity has now been rescued by a new brand partnership with Clarks, which is accepting the vouchers and helping the fund continue its work supporting children from low-income families. Work is underway on a new accessibility ramp beside the CEX store on Hertford Street. The ramp replaces the old staircase as part of the £450 million City Centre South Regeneration project. Scheduled to open this week, it will provide easier access for wheelchair users, parents with prams and those with mobility needs. A small but significant step towards making the city more inclusive. It's a massive day for the country tomorrow as the Chancellor finally delivers her much anticipated autumn budget. So will it be milkshakes or mansions that get hit with a tax? Our political correspondent Tabitha Osborne-Fraser has been speaking to Coventry University economist George Huline.
By this time tomorrow, we will know the devil in the details. Businesses, homeowners and pretty much everyone is holding their breath ahead of the announcement that will be delivered in the House of Commons at 12:30. I'm joined by George Huline, Finance and Economics Associate Professor at Coventry University. Is the proposed mansion tax a fair way to target wealth, or could it backfire on the housing market?
It will certainly backfire on the housing market, it goes without saying. If the aim is to target wealth, obviously the mansion house, considering it looks at properties in F, G and H council tax bands, considering those council tax bands were set back in 1992, it goes without saying it needs some re-evaluation of those bands.
Will the tourism tax deter potential visitors due to the increase in accommodation costs?
I think it very much depends on the level. Tourism tax is not something new to many countries. I think many of us know when we go overseas as tourists, we pay tourism tax, even though we might not pay it ourselves per se, but it is included in packages and travel packages and etc. I don't think, considering how appealing the UK is for international tourism, I don't think it will make a huge difference to people traveling to the country. But I also don't think it will be the tax that will help the government as much as they need to be helped at the moment. I think it needs to be, they need to look at a much wider spectrum of taxes to be able to cover the gaps that they have in their budget now.
With Patriotic Millionaires, the activism group, they wanted to introduce a wealth tax of 2% on anything above £10 million. The government do not seem to be implementing this in this budget. Do you think that it will be something that they implement in the future?
I think it will certainly remain in national conversations, in discussions around the country, without a doubt, because obviously the conversations will always be towards taxing wealth and taxing people who have a much higher wealth than the average, without a doubt. I think the government, and not just governments in the UK, the government in the UK, but governments around the world, they do know that imposing such taxes is pretty difficult, because for a lot of these people who have in the hundreds of millions or billions and so on, it's pretty easy for them to start shifting their wealth in different jurisdictions around the world. So what you're doing is you're raising the taxes, but then you create an outflux of people who can, genuinely invest in the country with all those wealth. So it is a very fine line that the government has to balance with wealth tax, in as much as obviously a good proportion of the country would like to see that. It's a lot easier to say it than do it and implement it in a way that is genuinely positively impacting the financial position of the government.
You may have heard about the rise in board game cafes, but one woman from Coventry has decided to open an immersive experience specifically for lovers of Dungeons and Dragons. George Cooper has been along to take a look.
I personally think it doesn't matter how old you are, every person, kid, adult, older, should play. Please don't forget to play.
Kathleen Magay decided to open up her six-sided society, named after the infamous D&D dice shape, to encourage more women into the fantasy game. The room in Coventry's Fargo Village welcomes players into a tabletop interactive experience, allowing them to fully immerse themselves.
Tabletop gaming is mostly for introverts, so gaming cafes sometimes can be overwhelming with multiple tables. And also it's quite male-dominant. So what I'm trying to do here basically is, because I'm female, we have created quite cute and big woman circle, literally, around the table. So yeah, it's very rewarding to see women being welcome on tabletop gaming and Dungeons & Dragons.
Kathleen has designed and made all of the figures using her 3D printer. However, she does focus outside of D&D as well. She has a pop-up store in Fargo's Indie Village, as well as hosting a weekly game night, where she invites her loyal customers to bring along their favourite board game.
On top of the gaming, I also do workshops. So I do neon crocheting, and I collaborate with local people here as well. So we do afternoon tea crochet parties, and it's literally glow in the dark as well, which is quite immersive.
For only just starting out the immersive rooms, she has an avid 150 returning and loyal customers who come and share their passion for fantasy board games. This has been George Cooper reporting for Covfeed.
Chelsea and England goalkeeper Hannah Hampton has been named BBC's Women's Footballer of the Year 2025 after an outstanding season. Hampton helped Chelsea secure a domestic treble with 13 clean sheets in the Women's Super League and cemented her place as England's #1 by saving 2 penalties in the Euro 2025 final against Spain. Alessia Russo finished second in the public vote, while Spain's Aitana Bonmati came third, making Hampton only the second goalkeeper ever to win the award. Tonight, Middlesbrough hosts Coventry City in what is billed as the top-of-the-table showdown. Coventry sit in top spot after 16 games, bagging 43 goals with just 15 conceded. Sam Clawley spoke to fans before they made the trip up north.
In the build-up to Coventry's showdown with Middlesbrough, Sky Blues supporters were brimming with confidence, expecting their side to deliver a statement win tonight.
We're going more than 3 all day long. We scored 6 last time, they only let 3 allowed.
The City fans were clearly excited about this season's prospects, with expectations running high.
Well, we're flying at the moment, absolutely unbeatable. We've only lost 1 game this season, and we should have won that one as well. So it's fingers crossed. I don't know where we're going from here, but hopefully we're going to go all the way to the Premier League. 3-1, absolutely 3-1. We're going to win tonight.
With the Optus supercomputer giving fans nearly a 70% chance at seeing Coventry lift the title this season, it's clear that the club's in a prime position for the Premier League football. Still, only time will tell how far the team can go.
From football to festivities, the Christmas market is in full swing.
I just think it brings a lovely environment, brings everybody together. I just think it brings a lovely environment, brings everybody together, the Christmas feel. I think it's a really nice event to bring everybody together.
It's about bringing a sense of community to the city. I think it's nice that we never used to have one when we were younger. When I was a kid growing up here, we never had one. So it's nice that we make the effort to celebrate this time of season. So
a lot of people kind of come together to be here every year. To me, there's a lot of memories here from last year, so it's nice to come back every year, and it definitely just builds that sense of community for people.
Sort of getting in the mood, ready for Christmas. Yeah. I'm excited.
This is one of the few times that we've actually had a decent Christmas market. Just brings Christmas, we love it.
It's full of community, I love it. It's a great time out and it's a great day out for the family.
Thank you for watching Covfeed. I've been Will Roberts. Remember to follow us on our social media for more updates. Thank you.